There's going to be a new Mulan live-action movie, and I'm not talking about Disney's. Yes! So yes is your opinion?
Yeah, I'm really excited about this.
For new
Obviously,
Mulan.
love Mulan.
So Sony is going to come out with their own Mulan movie, but there was previously news that Disney is also making a live-action movie, which seems like we're having another Jungle Book situation back again, where we have Disney's Jungle Book, but Warner Brothers is making their own to be released in the future. It's not out yet. And then we also know that Universal is making their own version of The Little Mermaid, though ostensibly more based on the Hans Christian Andersen story than the Disney version with the singing and crab and what have you.
Well, and choosing Chloe Moretz. I mean, she's known for doing super dark movies, so hopefully
It's a
it falls
dark
in that
story.
genre. Yeah.
Spoiler alert, ends in her death. That's not what happens to Ariel, though.
I didn't know that.
Did I just ruin it for you? I'm
Kinda.
sorry.
You did say spoiler alert.
There's a
I could have
book.
covered my
In the
ears.
book, she is given the choice to kill. She can be a human, or not human. She can return to her life after being rejected by the prince if she kills him, but she can't bring herself to do it, and then she dies and turns into sea foam.
That makes sense. It's nice to be sea foam.
That's
Less
not
stress.
what I thought you would say. It's nice to be selfless, I suppose, but it's also shitty. It's a mixed
It's
message.
not like her throat was slit and then blood gushed everywhere. She just nicely transitioned
could've
into sea foam.
Cut Eric's. Not his name's not Eric.
That's her. Oh,
I
not
thought that was the
not in
Disney one.
Yes, correct.
Yes.
That's all I know.
Well, I mean, Mulan isn't a story that Disney owns. It is a story that's been told for centuries. It is a very old version. I don't even know if I could call it a fairy tale. It's a very old story that's permeated Chinese culture. And they did add a lot of their own elements. I hate to break it to you, but Mushu was not in the original adaptation.
I know. This one I actually looked up myself, and it was originally a ballad, so kind of a poem, and then from that there was a play. And the interesting things to me were, you know, the "We'll Make a Man Out of You" song, or "I'll Make a Man Out of You." She was actually a badass warrior. That's why she took her dad's place. And her dad was like, "Oh yeah, it makes more sense for you to go because I've taught
her
you to
dad
fight your whole
agreed to
life."
it?
Yeah.
Instead of like, no, I'm yelling at you and you're gonna go cry, young
No
lady.
leaving in the night. So maybe they'll
Ah.
stay more true to the source material, which would be cool.
Ah.
And then also the Reflection song, she was actually very comfortable that she was this warrior kind of person that could also knit and sew and all these things.
Oh, she could knit and sew.
Yeah, she
because-
didn't suck at being a woman. That's why she decided to try being a man.
I think she was great at being a woman by my definition of being a woman, which is
Hello.
doing your thing and doing it well. Yeah, I don't know, because do we have room for two live-action Mulans, though?
Definitely not. No, it's gonna be
Is there
like.
going to be one winner and one
What
loser?
was the Snow White one? There was the.
Oh, there was-
Mirror, Mirror, and the. And
the
another
other one. The one with Lily Collins?
That was a much more serious take. Maybe Disney's will be more lighthearted.
It will have to be more lighthearted. It is Disney.
Yeah, so there'll probably be one that's aimed for children and then one that's more action-y, blockbuster.
It seems like action-y would be the route Sony would take because
hope so.
they are less bound by their own direction or their own script rather, or their own story. But however, that's a very well-known, well-loved Disney princess. I don't know if you could beat that at all. It's even if it's more action-oriented and dark and scary and has darker themes. I don't know if you can beat the power of Disney Princess.
Well, maybe you keep the singing dragon.
No, I think they owned it. And I don't know who could play him besides Eddie Murphy.
True.
Or, no, he can be replaced. I'm sorry. Maybe you disagree. You may also remember in 2005, The New World came out, which was a Pocahontas story, though nothing like Disney's Pocahontas. However, that is a historical story as opposed to an old ballad or folklore or fairy tale, so it may have a different context. Audience, would you go see an live-action, action-oriented Mulan from Sony, or does Disney just have you already? Let us know what you think below in the comments, and please like and subscribe for much more.